Welcome to Clutter to Clarity, the podcast where we transform chaos into calm. I'm your host, Heather Ann, and I'm here to guide you to a more intentional and clutter-free life. Whether you need help decluttering your physical space or seeking clarity in your mindset, each episode is packed with expert tips, personal insights, and inspiring stories. So grab your favorite beverage, get cozy, and let's dive into another episode of Clutter to Clarity. Welcome to episode number 5 of the Clutter to Clarity podcast. My name is Heather Ann, and I will be your host. In this episode, I am sharing with you 5 areas of your life where simplifying can help make you happier. Simplifying is a great way to reduce stress and increase happiness. Not only can it help you save time and money, it can help you focus on the things that matter most to you. So I'm going to jump right in with number 1. Simplify your schedule. Does your Google Calendar look like a rainbow puked all over it? Mine certainly does. We use a different color for every one of my family members. I am purple, my daughter is pink, my son is orange, and my husband is blue. And it is very rainbow colored with our 4 busy schedules. Is there any white space on it? Sometimes. Oh, wait, is that a free hour at 3 a.m.? It can be very easy to schedule ourselves to a point where we have no free time or no downtime. So simplifying your schedule frees up more time for yourself. This allows you to spend more time on the things that matter the most to you. One way to start simplifying your schedule is to make a list of all of your commitments. Look back a couple of months because some things don't occur on a regular enough basis, so you might miss them. So look back a couple months, catch everything that is taking up your time on your calendar. Once you have that list, review the things on it. Is each one of them moving you towards your goals? Does it bring you happiness? Is it allowing you space and time to be with your family, with your friends, and with yourself? Is it putting you around people who are going to lift you up? Or is it putting you around people who are tearing you down? Think about how important each one of these commitments is on your schedule and decide whether it is worth your time. Remember, saying yes to one commitment means you have to say no to something else. And that something else may be something that's actually really more important to you. Work towards eliminating the commitments that don't bring you happiness, take up a lot of your time, aren't beneficial to you, your family, or your goals. Number 2, simplify your home. Every item that we own has a price tag on it that is more than the price tag that was on it at the store. It's not just, I spent $5 on this item. I spent $5 on this item, and it has to be maintained. It has to be kept clean. It has to take up real estate for storage. And it's also creating this very loud, silent to-do list in your head. Deal with me! Even if it is out of sight, it is not out of mind. Less stuff and more intentionally curated stuff so that the stuff you do have is there with purpose. It frees you up to spend your time where it matters most, doing things you love and spending time with yourself and with your loved ones. Clearing away the physical clutter creates a more inviting, welcoming, and calming environment. And that's going to bring you peace of mind at the end of the day and help make you happier. Curating your possessions to just the right amount that you can easily manage their maintenance is going to free you up to focus your mental efforts on the things that matter the most to you. Social connection is vital to our mental health. We shouldn't be avoiding it or delaying it because our house is, quote, too messy to have friends over. Simplify your home, make yourself happier. Number 3, simplify your wardrobe. The average American throws away 85.5 pounds of clothing every year. That's the average American. Yet most people are still standing in front of their closets claiming they have nothing to wear, and then resort to wearing the same 20% of their wardrobe every single day. Why don't you go ahead and simplify your wardrobe down to that 20%? Simplifying your wardrobe makes it so much easier to get dressed. It's better for the environment. It's definitely better for your pocketbook. And I promise you, no one will notice. Simplifying my wardrobe was one of the first things I did when I started decluttering. I read Project 333 when I got started, and I have modified it. But the idea is that you pick out 33 articles of clothing and you wear only those for 3 months. And so she doesn't advocate that you have to throw away or donate all of the things past the 33. You just rotate them in and out of your closet. I kind of do a modified version of that. I do rotate my clothes every season. So like December 1st, March 1st, and so on. And I don't count them anymore. I just sort of have a space in my closet and I make sure my clothes don't take up more than that space. But it is such a joy to just open my closet and I have the shirts on one side and the pants on the other and layers if I need them. And I just reach over and grab whatever is the leftmost shirt according to how I put things in my closet. And I grab a bottom that goes with that shirt and a layering piece if I need it, because this time of year, you can rest assured I have base layers on under everything, because where I live in the American Midwest, it is really honking cold this time of year. And that's it. It's like so easy. I use up none of my decision-making power in the morning to decide what to wear. The things that are in my closet are all things that I love. So I don't have to worry about which one I'm going to grab. And you know what? No one has ever said, didn't you wear that shirt last week? Not even once. Area number 4, simplify your technology. Even before I read the research, I had the casual observation that more screen time equals less focus. Big tech makes big money by exploiting our attention. The attention economy is very real, but you can balance being a Luddite with having your focus hijacked. You just need to be very intentional about your technology use. Make sure that you leave space in your day to be technology free, to get off those screens, and to let your mind wander. Research shows that daydreaming and mind wandering actually help with focus. Simplifying your technology by reducing the amount you use and having dedicated screen-free time does wonders for your state of mind and focus, and can help make you happier. And area number 5, simplify your diet. We are in the middle of a nutrition crisis as more and more of our food is factory farmed and overprocessed. The standard American diet is sad. Poor diet leads to a whole wealth of bad health. Obesity, heart disease, cancer, osteoporosis, reduced immune function, you name it. We all know that we need to do better. One of the easy ways to do that is to simplify. And I'll actually give you 2 ways to simplify your diet. The first is to try to eat foods that don't have so many ingredients, foods that are closer to their original source. Simpler foods. That can mean eating fresh fruits and vegetables. It can also mean avoiding packaged foods with long ingredient lists full of things that you have never even heard of and can't pronounce. One tip that I read is to try to only get packaged things that have 5 or fewer ingredients. So that's one way to simplify your food. But the closer it is to the source, the better. And if it doesn't have a UPC code on it, and I say that, and of course nowadays apples have like a UPC code so that you can do the self-scanning checkout. But if it does not have an ingredient label, I guess that's the more thing. If it does not have a ingredient or nutrition label, if it's just, a single food, your apple, your chicken breast, if you eat meat, your skim milk, whatever, if it is a single ingredient food or that less than 5 ingredients foods, that's a really great way to simplify. My favorite way to simplify is to simplify your meal options. So first of all, plan on planning your menus, right? That's just going to help you all around. But also on that same vein, plan out a set of healthy go-to meals. These should be things that you like, that are seasonal, that are easy to prepare. And then keep those ingredients on hand. You can still have variety when you go out to eat, or if you want to cook a special meal when you have more time, but a list of easy meal options will be very welcome when you are tired. You already have serious decision fatigue, especially for that dinner meal, and you have to feed yourself and your family. I personally eat the exact same thing for breakfast nearly every single day. That is overnight oatmeal. I make a batch of 3 bowls of it. every 3 days. So in the morning, all I have to do is grab the little Pyrex out of my refrigerator, slap a little extra soy milk on there, and my breakfast is done every day. And then lunch is usually pretty consistent too. And it's leftovers if we have them. And then in the summer, it's salad with some sort of protein and extra vegetables on it. And in the winter, it's some sort of rice or grain bowl with a protein and some extra vegetables on it. We recently started planning dinners out a month at a time rather than a week at a time because it was taking me so much time to plan a week at a time. It literally takes me the same amount of time to plan a month at a time. And now I loop my husband into it. So it's kind of this little thing we do together now. And we mix up our tried and true recipes and then put in a few new and interesting things throughout the month on days that we know that we're going to have more time. And that has been a serious game changer because then each week when I go to write the grocery orders, I already know what my meal plan is for the week. I just have to sit down and add the things to my list and I'm done. There are the 5 areas I have for you today to simplify to be happier. Number 1, your schedule. Number 2, your home. Number 3, your wardrobe. Number 4, your technology. And number 5, your diet. I coach around the idea that small, consistent actions add up to big changes. When decluttering and simplifying, you want to build solid habits and shift your mindset. Trying to do too much at once can backfire in a lot of ways. So pick just one of these areas to start with. It could be the one that you need the most work in. It could be the one you're most excited about working on. It could be the one that you just feel the most drawn to. Pick one and get started with the smallest possible action that you can commit to taking on a consistent basis. And once you have that small action built in as a habit, expand on it or add another action and build on it. That's what I have for you today in this episode. I am so grateful for you taking time to listen to my podcast, Clutter to Clarity. If you have any feedback or questions or topic suggestions for future episodes, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. There is contact information, of course, in the show notes. You can go to bio.link, /Heather Ann. My name is all one word with an E, so HEATHERANNE. And you will find all of my contact information. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, remember, small, consistent actions add up to big changes. Declutter your life today. As we wrap up another episode of Clutter to Clarity, I want to thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. If you're looking for more support, tips, and a community of like-minded individuals, consider joining my free Facebook group, Decluttering Community. It's a space where we share insights, celebrate victories, and support each other on our decluttering journeys. Thank you for being part of the Clutter to Clarity community, and until next time, remember, small, consistent actions add up to big changes. Declutter your life today.